So I was complaining about how the angle of a kick shot wasn't what I expected, and I said it flattened my angle, and I'm going to attempt to show what I meant by flatten the angle. First, I'm going to run off these remaining balls on a 9-ball match. This is APA. In 2026, the first month, 12th day, um, I'm playing a 4 who is playing really well and jumped out ahead of me. I think he's got 27 at this point, and I've got 13 or something. Something crazy, uh, where I just haven't been able to make balls. Couldn't put any points on my side. Fortunately, I made a ball. So 6 ball went in. I got the cue ball in the middle of the table, right where I want it. 1 ball is close to a pocket. So by all rights, I should be able to do something with this rack, right? Two problem areas, the 2-7 combination that I'm going to have to face, and the 8-9. Uh, those are going to be big. So I already looked at the 2-7 combination and decided I was going to attack it straight on and hopefully push that 2 ball a little bit too. So I did exactly what I needed to do on that 2-7 combination and control the cue ball and the 2 ball. This one I came up a little bit short on, but it's manageable. And I hate this table, and you understand all tables are supposed to be about the same, but not every table plays uh, the way you expect. Right there, I got a I mean, I probably used a little bit too much left-hand English or something, but it bounced a little bit different than I expected. And I really expected to come back and just tap that 8 ball and have an easy shot on the 4. At least I could see the 4. I'm not hidden, and I didn't scratch anywhere. So I'm got to think of myself as being fortunate for that. I've got a fairly easy shot on the 4, and if I just come up to the middle of the table somewhere, I can play the 5. So here is my 5 ball, and not quite where I wanted it, but it's still at a decent angle. So I use a lot of left-hand English to pocket the 5 ball and come over to be able to address this 8 ball. It's still really funny. So gotta look to see what I can do with it. Well, it's not an easy shot for me, but I determined that I can go across the 9 with the 8 ball as if it was a cue ball and bank it into the corner pocket. And I was lucky enough that I got the 8 ball to go in as well. So awesome, break and run after not being able to pocket a ball for 5 racks. And so I'm sorry, he racks them again. I'll clean off the cue ball, try to get all the chalk off of it. And I'm not really sure what I did differently from the last rack to this rack. But I made that cue ball go forward and get behind the rack area. Fortunately, because um, what is his name? Forgive me, I'm a senior. But my opponent has been making everything he's shooting at, and I hooked him behind the two. So he does what he can to hit the biggest part of the one ball. And although it's not my ideal shot to have, it is a shot. And I just got to get past the two ball to be able to shoot it into the side pocket. So I got really good shape on the two. What bothers me is where the three is to get to the four, and the six ball is in the way, or the seven ball's in the way, depending on what I'm looking at. So I played it kind of a soft shot, just kind of accept the position that I'm in, and hopefully I can go forward off of this three ball and use a little bit of right hand English, drive it to the side rail, just like that. And I wanted a little bigger bounce. Okay, so I didn't quite get what I wanted on the four ball. Again, I'm taking what I can get, and it's still a manageable shot. Right here, with the way the table plays, and the rails aren't that great um, compared to other tables I play on. And other tables, you can hit the ball and you can go three or four rails. This one's a little tougher to go three or four rails. So I hit with a moderate amount of speed, and I go two rails, and I intended to have that English on it because I thought I can avoid the seven and just barely come up on the other side of the seven, so I have a six ball cut in the corner. Boy, was I wrong. But here's where I had the issue with the rail that I'm talking about, where I said the angle flattened, and someone asked me, "What do you mean by flattened?" I'm attempting to discuss that. So I do what I believe are my measurements so that I can strike this cue ball, send it to the end rail, come off and hit the six. And that almost hit the eight ball. It was so far off. So I gave away ball in hand, and all I needed was these 4 points or four balls, and he wins the match. Which you know, it bothered me that I was playing so horribly. So let me really illustrate this a little bit. I was trying to measure this point off the rail. That's where I want the cue ball to hit and come across the face of the six so that I can get the cue ball to come out here towards the middle of the table. Anywhere around that point of the table, I can probably make the seven and get on the eight. So I went to the midpoint and drew a line in the corner pocket and used that to parallel shift. And if you notice where the cue ball hit comparatively to the where I wanted it to hit, it flattened the angle. The white line is where it should have gone in my calculation. The black line is where it did go.